All right, folks, we are headed out to the woods. So, it's in the mid 60s right now, and these front temperatures have had deer on their feet all morning this morning. I had pictures all through the night, and this morning bucks coming in working scrapes, does coming in and working scrapes, everything. Not my big shooter, but we have this northeast wind, and I think it's going to work out good. So it says it's northeast. It looks more northerly than anything, but it's like a north-northeast. So, but anywho, we're going up here to get in the sit that I set up yesterday, and hopefully, just hopefully, we get the job done. So I've got a new product that Deer Pimp sent me yesterday. Well, they didn't send it to me yesterday, but they sent it to me a few weeks back. It's called the Mac Daddy Diffuser. It's very interesting, super intriguing. I'm kind of interested in trying it out and seeing how it works and seeing if these deer respond to it at all. So we're gonna get up here, set that up, and see if we can't get on a shooter buck today. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll see you at the stand. All right, guys, I'm about 30 yards from my stand location. There's a couple rubs right here, but that one right over there. That one's new, so that's good news. I'll put out that dominant buck urine yesterday in these scrapes down here. So hopefully that gets that big buck fired up in here. So I'm gonna get up here and get my stuff to the tree and then put out this Mac Daddy. Young bucks are so funny. He's over to my right now. He's going up to that bench bed up there. Right when I grunted on my grunt tube. He took off running up in this way. I mean, ran up that hill. And when he got right downwind of that diffuser, he stopped right there, made a scrape, and made a beeline to that thing. Deer pimp, scents, and lures. Mac Daddy diffuser, 110% works. Very impressed. Way to go, Wes. Killer product. So, folks, we are headed back out today to go do a little bit of evening hunting. So, we got a really good wind today. It's blowing more west, so it's coming out of the back of that doe bedding in the very back and blowing right down that draw. It's like 16 miles an hour with gusts and staying pretty consistent of like 8 to 9 miles an hour as it goes on into the evening. And so it's 4:09 right now. We're headed over here to get in a little early to try to beat any type of like deer that may be out of their bed or anything like that. This wind has some front activity coming in behind it. It's a colder wind and everything, so it's kind of like west, northwestish, a little bit more west than anything. And but that being said, it's supposed to be like say high 30s in the morning and low 30s Friday morning. So the next 2 mornings we're going to try to hunt, but this evening we're going to go out here and try to get a little bit of an evening set in. I had some deer in there this morning working scrapes, and I had one deer being chased by a buck, so that was a great sign. I've had bucks coming through and everything, you know, laying nose to the ground and whatnot, but just kind of seeking and looking for that hot doe and everything. And so hopefully one of these doe in this area gets warmed up and these big boys start cruising through in the daylight and we can start getting an opportunity on them. Anyhow, let's get over here and see if we can get it done. Well, we've made it to the property, and right when I get over here, this dog comes running down in the woods. He's literally standing on the buck bench trail. He's smelling something, and I know he smells the deer walking over here. So, the wind's still doing like a west, coming directly out of that draw back there. So, kind of torn on where to go. I'm kind of torn on whether or not to sit right here or to keep pushing back. When I went over there on that point just a second ago, there were a couple deer up there on that point. And so I did like a J-hook around the backside here to make my way back down to here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go home. I don't know what it is about me and dogs. They always like to come and follow me. But anyhow, I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on what I want to do right now because of them deer that were over there. Because I initially was going to go that route and go around the top side of it the way this wind's blowing and come around by that bedding that's back over there and sit on the edge of it. But those deer were right there, so I kind of shut that down. Kind of thinking on the fly now, so I might just go down through the bottom across the other side and then wrap back around and go back up on this side, but I think that might be too much. I might just hunt off this left side. I don't know. I'll figure it out in a second, and you guys will see me there. All right, we've made it to the tree. We got set up in the tree, and it's going pretty good so far. It's about 5:40-ish, 5:45-ish right through there. And we ended up coming down into the bottom because the wind is so stout right now, but it keeps funneling off the back of this whole drainage system and blowing right down that way. I have a scrape over there, a scrape over here, and another one like close to this one over here. A couple of fresh rubs down here in this drainage, and of course the wind's blowing this way. This whole bottom right here is like a giant thick briar thicket slash like just underbrush thicket. And I'm kind of up on this hillside to give myself a little elevation. I only went 2 sticks up, so I'm not like 12 foot up this tree. But from where I'm shooting down there, it's a pretty high angle. I mean, you can kind of see right here. But anyhow, we're completely set up. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good spot. Right up on top of this hill here. Right up there. 2 years ago, I found a big 4x shed, a 4-point shed, just a big beamed shed, literally right up on top of the hill. And this drainage is a good drainage that I know that they like to cross from each side, come through to make their way to these other funnels going into these doe bedding areas. And this whole funnel right here, this whole drainage system is like a little dried up stream bottom. It holds water when it rains, but it just funnels from the back of the property all the way to the front of the property. And right now we got the perfect wind for it, especially if anything comes off these ridge tops to want to come down into these drainages. Didn't scent check anything. I think I hear deer. I hear something walking around back here. But I got a camera right over there on that point, right off this drainage. It's like about 40 yards, 50 yards up into that little point slash flat over there. And that's where I get a lot of my big buck activity, especially my shooter buck. He shows up on top of that bench up there and on this scrape a lot. So my hopes is the man blowing. And if he decides to want to scent check that scrape, he'll come up this drainage from some side. He'll wrap around the back of it. And there's a giant trail right here. It's coming off the side of this ridge, coming off the side of it, side hilling down through here, hitting the drainage, going across to the other oak flat system up there and that bench system up there. And a big split poplar to try to give me a little bit of concealment. So if they come through here, I can be hiding behind this tree and everything. But I've never hunted this spot before, so we're kind of just seeing what it does. So based off the elements, it seems pretty ideal. But we'll see. So let's hang tight and see if we see anything. As you guys just saw, that little buck just came right out of that thicket, right through that draw right there. At 20 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards roughly. Reading the script of what I thought one would do. And that proves it. Now all we need is a big buck to do that. He got right here, as you noticed, he got right under me. And I got the Mac Daddy scent diffuser by Deer Pimp Scents and Lures. And right when he got up there, that thing is diffusing doe and eat or doe and estrus. And when he got right there, he went down, we ended up and started whacking that down. You watched him, he went right over there, and he made a scrape. Every time I put that thing out and there's a deer in the area, as long as it's a buck, when a buck comes in the area and that thing's there, they come looking for it every single time. That's 3 different occasions that I put that diffuser out, and those bugs have come out on it and either worked a scrape or made a new scrape, and well, that proves it. So that buck on camera multiple times in the last 2 weeks. And he is a lot bigger in person than he is on camera, which is normal. But he was a nice deer. He had a flyer coming off of his base. He was a big wide 10 point. He's a lot bigger than I thought he was. And as you seen, I missed him. I shot right to the right of him. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was drawn over and my string was touching myself. I don't know. I don't know what to say other than I missed it. Which does not happen often. That's super frustrating. Super frustrating. Well, after reviewing the footage, I definitely missed. I shot right to the right of him. That's frustrating. This is the reality of bow hunting. You can do everything right, but you have to make the shot. Luckily, I missed him cleanly and didn't hit him and wound him. That's a plus. But it still sucks. So days after missing that buck, me and a couple friends decided to load up and take our endeavors to the north. We take off on a public land hunting adventure, public land hunting challenge really. And it's me and my buddy Tyler Loveday at Tyler Loveday YouTube, and Deadfall Hunt Cooper Bagwell. Go subscribe to them both. You would definitely enjoy their content. But we decided to take off up north to go do a little bit of public land hunting and to just kind of grind it out up there. You guys, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know my love for public land and everything. We grinded out for the next few days, diving into a brand new piece of property that none of us had any knowledge about or anything, and just put boots on the ground and go hunting. And don't have any agenda or anything like that. We just are going to hunt deer. And it was a breath of fresh air to be able to get out and to just return back to that public land style of hunting that I've always enjoyed. And especially after missing that buck, it was a bummer. But at the end of the day, I really enjoyed my time with the fellas. If you guys would like to watch this full hunt, you should go over to their channel and you can watch the full episodes on Tyler Loveday YouTube or Deadfall Hunt YouTube. Subscribe to those guys. They're awesome. You'd really enjoy it. Let's get back to hunting. 2.5 hours if you want to.
That's rough. No, sir.
Kids,
Think like
do not do this at home. Have
your friends.
yeah, do it with your friends. What's up, folks? It is October the 28th. Today makes the 1 year anniversary of Seek First Outdoors, which is awesome. It's pretty cool. And we are off the back end of a front. It completely rained all day long from starting Sunday night on into all day yesterday. And so we're in some phenomenal front weather right now. It's overcast with 58 degrees. We got a 4 mile an hour east wind. I'm thinking it's very possible. Had a few bucks roll through the middle of the night to come through and hit some scrapes and everything. And I'm just gonna kind of hunt off the fly. This east wind is not like the most ideal wind by any means, but at the same time, they're definitely nose to the ground searching. So we're gonna put out some a little scent drag and everything on my way in there, and I'm just gonna walk right through the gut of the property and set that scent drag down and just drag out through there and see if I get anything cutting the center line of the property more or less, and if I can get it to respond to following in the scent drag and everything. So we're going to see how it works, see how it comes together and everything. But the weather itself is enough to have these deer on their feet and moving. We're also heading out of town either tomorrow evening or early Thursday morning. I haven't decided yet. But we go out of town for a quota hunt that we got drawn for, an archery only hunt. And that's exciting. We're going to get that one going and everything. And so, yeah. We're heading on over to the property and let's see if we can get it done today. All right, we're headed in, geared up, ready to go. So hopefully we get it done today. I think we can get it done. So we got to get all the way up the other side of the property and then come around the back side. So I'll see you in a minute. Not even got up the trees yet. I'm gonna go ahead and get this platform on since he's going that way. That's number 2. They're both just walking around through there. I'm not even got in the tree yet. He'll be a good deer down here. Well, folks, what is up? Sorry, no introduction to this one, but I had to get off work in a hurry and get over here. But we are on a new piece of property that we got permission on early this summer. And all I did this summer was just come over here and do a little quick lot scout. It's like 27 acres, somewhere to there. And it's nothing but a big ridge bench system with like a big saddle in it and everything. And I knew it would be more of like a rut funnel setup more than anything. And, well, I've just had a camera down here on this bench on a mock scrape that I made many months ago. And I've just let the camera soak and soak and soak and soak. And I've gotten pictures of deer all season, more or less, sporadically, not consistently. But the last week I've had a lot of doe and a bunch of little bucks coming through and working this bench right here down below me. And the camera's right down there, about 75 yards, somewhere to there. And well, last night at like 7:40ish, somewhere to there, almost 8 o'clock, I had a really nice 10-pointer come rolling through here, working this bench system, going right through there. So I decided to come in here after work. Oh, here's a big deer. Holy crap. I'm sitting here doing this interview and have a big bodied deer come walking right across that flat over there. Going right down that way. I couldn't tell what it was, but it was a big body. It's right down there. I've grunted at it a couple times. I literally just got set up. It's 4:30. There's a squirrel down there going nuts. Right. He's down. Holy Jesus. Oh. That was so hectic. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't do nothing just then. That deer came up off that when I was doing that interview, and he went way over there. And I grunted. Oh, I gotta get my composure. And I grunted, and he came all the way back, and he worked his way down through here. And this camera, the way I had it set up, I was setting it up to where I could pull it and shoot from this side because I thought something would come from here. But he came from there, and he worked back down that bench, the other side of it, and I kept grunting at him and grunting. And he finally ended up working up through here. And when I was grunting and doing that fawn bleat, that little buck came in from the top up here. And when he came in from the top, that buck was watching him the whole time. So when he went that way, that buck kept looking at him, and it gave me time to kind of get my stuff. But I just double lunged him, and he fell right down the hill. Oh, I'm absolutely jacked. I don't know how that interview just went. I feel like I just blacked out. But that was crazy. So, alright. I'm gonna gain my composure, and I'm gonna go check this arrow real quick, but I'm almost positive he went down right there, about 80 yards down that hill, so. That was awesome. Okay, that happened so fast. All right, let's get down and check our arrow.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I just absolutely smoked one.
You did? What?
With my bow. What are you talking about?
Your normal bow?
Yes. And
a buck?
Yeah, a big buck. He fell down the hill down here.
So you already got you one?
Yes.
Well, who would have thought that all of this chaos was coming right before a little miracle?
Listen, that happened so wild. I literally just got set up. 4:30, just got set up. It was 4:27. And I picked my phone up and start doing my interview, and I'm talking, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, there's a big buck. And it comes walking across this point, and it's like 100 yards away from me. So I grunt at it, and it completely turns on a dime and comes back to me. I'm over here property.
No way.
Yes.
How big is he?
I'm pretty sure he's a 10-pointer. I didn't have time. Listen, this was a cluster. I don't even know how I got it done, but I got it done. He went down the hill and he fell. I heard him crash and watched him crash over there. So I'm gonna call Mikey and see if he can bring his 4-wheeler up here. So, okay.
Yeah. Are you excited?
Freak yeah, I'm excited. I'm jacked right now.
When you get to video chat me.
I will.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
Believe it or not.
Dude. Alright, we're down and out of the tree. We got everything down. But there was the setup. That buck, man, he came from down right through there. And that all happened so fast. He went that way, and then you guys seen, I was like, oh snap, oh crap, there's a big buck or a big bodied deer. So I grunted, and he ended up coming back across and coming all the way back down through there. And he worked his way right here, and then that little buck came off the top up here from where I was calling, and man, that buck ended up coming right through here. And then you can see my green knock right over there. So that was wild. I wasn't even in the tree for 3 minutes. I completely just got set up and wasn't even about to do an interview. I was going to just chill for a second, but something was like, well, I know what something was. It was the Holy Spirit was like, go ahead and do your interview. Oh my God. Oh, that's good blood. Oh. Let's see. It's going to be hard to find blood. So there's some kick up. Oh, there's a bunch of blood. Gosh, these leaves are so red and it's so hard to find it. I'm almost positive I watched him crash down there. Those trees started toppling and going everywhere. He's kicking up hard. He's definitely bleeding good, man. I mean, he's bleeding good, yeah. Oh yeah, he's opening up big time now. Oh yeah, that's lung blood and a half right there. He's got to be right down here. Oh, my knee's already bothering me. I really hurt my knee this past week. Oh. He's going to have to be down here somewhere. That's some big kick up. All right. I got down here in this bottom, and blood started getting a little sparse because I could watch his kick up trail coming all the way down that whole hill right there. I started to get a little concerned. I was like, maybe not. I don't know. That blood was really good, but then it just thinned out. And then I look up, and there he is. Right there. Let's go see him. He would choose to run all the way down that mountain. Oh my gosh. We absolutely did it, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Let's check this thing out. You know, we start off every season with the goal to capitalize on something bigger, something better, and more impressive than times past. We often forget about the trophies of the past because we're so focused on the things to come. We forget to stand still, take a breath, and gaze on the moment at hand. To slow down doesn't always mean to lose ground or to lose momentum. Sometimes it just means we're considering the next steps. The Bible says a wise man will consider his steps, and to walk is wise and not as unwise, and that even a fool is considered wise when he keeps his mouth shut. Like walking along the forest floor and considering the crunching leaves, the crackling twigs beneath our feet. To walk with consideration is to walk with care, and anything you care about you will consider. Well, at least you should. When I was a young man, my uncle used to tell me all the time, Jeremy, you need to slow down. You can see more while moving slow. Inwardly disregarding what he was teaching me, ignorantly. I slowly learned as life prolonged what he was saying. There's joy in the journey, you just have to find it. There's promise in the pain, you just have to endure it. There's character in the chaos, you just have to choose it. And at the end of the day, if we don't embrace what we're going for, what does it really even matter? Because in the end, it's just a deer.
All right, update. Me and James are dead tired. We were way down in that bottom. How far are we from the top?
20 yards?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can say. Oh, we gotta get on top of this ridge and then go across the flat and down another ridge and into the bottom and then out the main gate. And then walk back up to our car. This is exciting. See you at the truck. We getting it done. Folks, we have made it back to the house. And James is, of course, he's here with us. James, the most famous man in all of the land. If it wasn't for Jamesy, I'll just be honest, and I know I said this the last time, I would still be in them woods. But anyhow, there's Mama. She got that baby.